Before embarking on a culture initiative, shouldn't you first do some kind of an assessment to better understand your current situation? After all, how can you know how to get from point A to point B if you don't know where your starting point is? Oh, that sounds so logical. And so my answer might actually surprise you. Let me explain. I like to say that building a high-performance culture is first and foremost a design function. We're designing the fantastic, amazing company that we want to be, and we're designing it with as much clarity as we can possibly bring. But here's the key thing to keep in mind. The steps that we go through to design that culture are exactly the same regardless of our starting point. See, we still have to articulate the behaviors that drive success. We still have to determine our rituals. We still have to roll it out. We still got to start practicing. None of those steps would be any different based upon the results of an assessment. To use a fictitious numerical scale, if our goal was to build a culture that was, let's say, a 10 on a 1 to 10 scale, the steps we take to build it are exactly the same whether we're currently at a 3 or a 5 or an 8. To be fair, it might, of course, take us longer to get there if our starting point's a 3, but the steps would be exactly the same. Given that, I don't know that there's a lot of utility in spending time or money doing a current assessment if the results of the assessment wouldn't change a thing. Do you see my point? Now, I am actually in favor of doing an assessment after we roll it out so that we can measure our progress. We do this for ourselves and for many of our clients. We survey customers, vendors and suppliers, and employees. And we ask them on each one of these fundamentals, in your interactions with us, do we almost always, usually, sometimes, seldom, or never do this? Then we convert that to a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 scale, and we can now put a number on how well we're living to our fundamentals. We can also put a number on each of the individual fundamentals and then work on the ones that maybe we didn't do so well on to see if we can improve. We suggest that we do a survey like that within the first 60 days of rolling out your fundamentals, and then annually after that, so that we can track how much you're improving on the degree of consistency between what you say you're about and what really shows up. That's a useful assessment to me. It's interesting how often we collect data simply because we can. To me, if the result of the data collection wouldn't in any way change what we're about to do, then I don't see much point in spending time or money collecting it. Well, there you have it. Save your money and just get started on creating your fundamentals right away.